Hey, this is George,
Hey, this is Frage.
and this is Real Talk with George and Frazier. What's going on, brother? How are you?
Not much, brother. What's going on with you?
Oh man, I'm just running a little bit late, man. But I'm here, definitely here. How about yourself?
I'm always late. So, you got to do it the first time on time.
Oh, that's too funny. So listen, man. I don't know if you heard this, man, but while I was on my way down here, two things. One, we did hear from Brett Swartz, as I did
Okay.
say. He did. CEO of a company, man. So got his schedules mixed up. We expected it to happen, so we will definitely be trying to reschedule that interview. We think that's an important topic. But since we last been on the show, Fries, did you hear what's going on with Kurt Franklin and his son?
I was just about to talk about it, man. You can't take news. Yeah, that's crazy, right?
Oh man,
Man. My thing is, you wait 30, almost 30 years to say something. I mean, come on now. It'd be a discipline. Come on. Everybody had discipline, no matter what type of family you're from. Christian family, non-Christian family, hood family, rich family. We all got your butt at one point in your life. Let's be real about it. you
look,
know?
man, I'm gonna tell you. Here's a part about it that rubs me wrong. You have all these people that are trying to destroy you. And look, Kurt Franklin's not the only Christian that curse. So if y'all sit here and
Exactly.
think that he's the only Christian that curse,
Exactly.
you guys are absolutely wrong. Okay? Because let me tell you something. I know some Southern Baptists that curse like a sailor. All right.
Who? Quite a few of them.
So that's all I'm going to say about that. Okay. That's the first thing. But the second thing, this reminds me of, I remember last year, I'm a huge Brian McKnight fan. So last year,
Yeah.
I saw Brian McKnight's Instagram post, I think, and he also got on YouTube where he was devastated, where he was explaining that he had to defend himself because his sons went out and basically said he was a deadbeat dad. Now imagine he's on a flight to Australia, one of the most hardest places to get to, 17-hour flight to
Exactly.
get there, only to get off the plane to be ambushed with all this. And this brother, I'm not saying it because,
Yeah.
I know his personal life. I'm saying it based on the situation, right? This
Exactly.
brother had to go on the internet to defend himself against claims from his kids. And during this particular process, he said those boys never wanted for anything. He
Exactly.
went, he went when they were teenagers to the new car dealership and bought them new cars off the lot.
Exactly.
Okay. And he got them jobs. One of this, they both can sing, but one of them, he had them produce one of his music videos. The other one wrote for him. And he said it got to a point that they weren't willing to do anything. So this is what he did. For 2 years, he paid for an apartment for them in advance and told them to get a
Yeah.
job. He said, you know what those brothers did? They went ahead, phrase, and all they wanted to do was smoke weed on a couch for 2 years.
Exactly.
Apartment in
Exactly.
LA. You know how much an apartment in LA costs?
Yeah.
And you pay their rent for 2 years to get themselves together.
Exactly.
His wife then went ahead and said, I'll get you guys some jobs here at the hospital I work. Now you got a job, you got benefits.
Yeah.
For 2 years, all they wanted to do was sit on the couch and smoke weed. When he finally cut him off, they go on social media and talk about he's a deadbeat dad, first and
Yeah.
foremost.
That's what they do.
And then the second thing is the oldest one said, he's more valuable to me dead because he realized that he's the son and he's going to get something in the will. And I'm like, you imagine all that stuff. All his kids went to private school that
Yeah.
he paid for, right? And he
Exactly.
had to sit there and break it down. And it broke my heart because I was like, a lot of times, I'm going to say it like this. This is what happens when you don't whoop a kid's behind. This is what
Exactly.
happens when you talk to a kid as opposed to you hemming him up. This is what
Exactly.
happens when you want to be a friend to your child as opposed to being a parent. Okay.
Exactly.
The reason why I say this is because a lot of entertainers and people with money, they give their kids this sense of entitlement to the point that they
Yep.
become non-functional adults. And
Exactly.
whenever they get into anything heavy, look, even President Trump's kids, it's amazing to me that they go and say, oh, they're businessmen and they're this, that, and the third. No, they're not. They ran their father's company the way their father ran his company.
Exactly.
They own properties for themselves. You see what I'm saying? The only one out of all those kids that's successful is his daughter. And she went to make her own deals in China and get outside of that. But as far as those two top boys, what? They just ran their father's businesses. You can't
Exactly.
tell me one project that they developed on their own. You can't tell me one asset that they own on their own. Everything is derivative from the way their father ran their business. So I'm saying that to say they become non-functional adults,
Exactly.
non-functional, you know. And what bothers me the most is, look, back to Brian McKnight.
Yeah.
I know dudes that would write a song for him for free if he would just sing it.
Exactly.
I know dudes that would be willing to fly all around the world on their dime just to produce a
Hmm.
video for him
Exactly.
if he was willing.
Exactly.
And you put your sons in the most opportune situation to promote themselves. And
Exactly.
if you're writing for your father, all of a sudden you can create your own publishing company where you're writing for some of the top artists
Exactly.
in the R&B space. If you produce some music videos, you can put yourself in a situation where you move from producing music videos to move to commercials,
Exactly.
moving to produce short films, and moving to produce films, all off the
Exactly.
strength of your father. Think about how many actors in Hollywood that are around today that are actors in Hollywood whose fathers were actors. Michael Douglas,
Exactly. You're
Kirk
right.
Douglas. You see what I mean? And
Exactly right.
they went into it. Okay. They get more opportunity than some of the actors we had here who trying to make it. You see what I mean? Because of their
Exactly.
father's name. And you are sitting here 32 years old, brother. Back to Kurt Franklin now. You here 32 years
Exactly.
old and you trying to sit here and demean a man and put a man on social media who has done all of that for you. Okay.
Exactly.
You ain't never had to want. You ain't never know what it's like to go hungry. You ain't never know what it's like to wear a bad outfit. You ain't never know what it's
Exactly.
like. You see what I'm saying? Oh man,
Exactly. I'm gonna
I'm
say two
living.
words. I thought two words describe that. One, disrespectful. One, he mad he got accountable. One,
Yep.
most fathers hold you accountable for every dumb decision you make. Cause we mostly non-tolerant. We're not nurturing. We're gonna tell the real tip of the story, you know? And my thing is, he probably told her one thing. Son, get a job. Son, I want you to make your own money. Son, I want you to do your own thing. The word own is a curse word to most generation now.
Yeah.
We were growing up, they tell us, go get your own stuff. You ain't gotta tell us. We already doing it anyway. We plan to do it
That's
anyway.
right. That's right.
You said, oh, you gotta try to get your own house, own apartment, or whatever it is. Or do what we gotta do. That's what we were built to do. To grow up and move out of the house, do that whole thing. These kids now want to stay home, don't want to do nothing. And they would do this. And the worst thing about it is, if you gave them every single thing they ever asked for, the person to come by and turn around and say, you abused me. How I abuse you? By giving you a car? How I abuse you by giving you allowance? Yeah. How did I really abuse you by actually doing something for you
That's
and giving
right.
you a place where to stay? Where most kids who grow up in the hood gotta work 5 jobs to get a piece of house, a studio. You get a full freaking apartment, they gotta pay the rent.
With a studio, a full blown $40,000, $50,000,
Exactly.
$100,000 studio, a mastering studio that you have in the house
Exactly.
that you have access to. Okay.
That made no sense. And you
Don't
got
make any sense.
your man, your dad is in the industry. Both sides. Brian McKnight and Kurt Franklin are very known in the entertainment industry. They're beautiful icons. You see what I'm saying? They can say your name. Oh, I'm such Kurt Franklin's son. Well, I'm Brian McKnight's son. Oh, for real? Some people, artists, would love just to have that name on their production. Say Brian McKnight's son did it, or Kurt Franklin's son did it. You know, because they know one thing, but they never know they do what. Hey, Kurt Frank, can you do a song with me? Hey, Brian McKnight, can you do a song with me? You know, everybody look for opportunity. But when you throw opportunity away, when it pretty much handed to you, and people have to work hard, like you say, George, work hard to even get an opportunity to look at these people. You barely get in the door and can't get in the door, and you throw it away like nothing. Like, oh well, I get it in there week. It's my daddy. Who cares? I mean, come on now. Let's be real about it.
Listen, man, This thing with Kirk got me so bad, not because, um, look, whatever his family business is, that's family business. I think
Exactly.
I think the consensus across the internet says it's family business. Nobody cares. But no, not saying nobody cares, but nobody's
Yeah.
looking bad at Kurt. People are looking bad at his son.
Exactly.
You record a conversation that you don't know, that he doesn't know is being recorded, and then you release it. It was
Exactly.
his sister. His sister had to go on the internet and was like, hold on, we've been going through this for years. I kept screenshots of this, that, and the third.
Yeah.
And you haven't wanted for anything, but you're going to destroy the only father that actually took care of you. And I was
Exactly.
just like, yo,
Exactly. It made no sense. I mean, why would you want to bring down somebody who 9 out of 10, you fall on your face gonna help you up? I
exactly.
mean, and then you have the biggest plan B any person ever had in life. I have a plan B like that. Do I know what you have a plan B like that? It was dad, hey dad, can I borrow $2 million right quick to go and blur on a bad idea I had anyway? No, you don't have nobody do that. You gotta make sure every idea you come up with is gonna work.
Listen,
You don't have
man,
that plan B, man. That's
I know
crazy.
Kurt. I know Kurt is short, but the reason why this whole thing has happened, quite honestly, is because Kurt ain't put hands on him. I'm trying to tell you. When you
He trying
look,
to be a Christian man.
okay,
He trying to be a nice, good Christian man who talk to his son like, "Sir, son, can you please go to the side and stop talking away?" But that
listen,
other,
man. Let me tell you. Okay, this is why the Bible actually says it. And
yeah,
I've never played this card, but I'm gonna say it now. Spare the rod, spoil the child. Okay,
exactly,
that's scripture. And the reason
yep,
why that is because a child needs to learn the way that they go. That's why they say when you're teaching a child, teach them when they're young, so when they
yep,
what get older, they don't stray away from it. Okay,
exactly,
and
exactly.
that's the problem in this particular society because they started handcuffing you. Even my son came in here talking about some CPS or whatever they have now.
Yeah,
I said, I don't got no problem you calling them. I said, yo, you can tell them, you can take them wherever you want to go. You can go. You
exactly,
can, as a matter of fact, you can leave quick. I said,
exactly.
when you leave, you only
That's it.
leaving with the clothes on your back. That one pair of sneakers, whatever
Yep,
you can fit in your backpack, a toothbrush, and some deodorant. That's it. I said, everything else stays here.
exactly.
Okay.
You
So
don't understand that?
since you so grown and you want to do this, be my guest, man. Look, I told him, man, take the weight off me. You know what I'm saying? Take
Exactly,
the weight off me. I'm
exactly.
good. I'm good.
Hey, I tell you
Right?
all the time, you're a deadbeat. Okay, explain the term deadbeat. Because if my deadbeat taking care of you or bust my head, give you my last is deadbeat, then I've been doing a terrible job of being a deadbeat.
Yeah.
Because other different deadbeats don't do nothing. I've been
Yeah.
doing stuff. I feel bad right now. I feel like I need to kick my own self in the butt
Right.
for doing what I'm supposed to do. You know? And I tell people, when I was growing up, we learned a few things we learned. Whatever we do, there's a reaction. Every reaction, there's a cause. Every cause, there's conflict. It breaks it down. I'll tell you, everything you do, there's something gonna happen after you. Everything you do, there's a result. So
That's
prepare
right.
for that result once you do it, because guess what? It ain't always gonna be good. Sometimes it's very bad. And me and Joe, you
Man,
both
look.
we grew up that way. So you know what Dad tell you? Don't go to that party. I'm gonna go anyway.
Man, look. Man, look. What people don't understand is, and I tell my son this, I've been whooped with rattans. I've been
Mhm.
whooped with extension cords. I've been whooped with cook spoons that broke. I've been whooped with anything my parents can put their hands on. Okay. And I tell my son, I said, when you get beat with an extension cord, it lacerates your skin. You get cut. You literally get cut from the extension cord. It
Yeah,
welts your back, you know? And I said, I raising you, I've never done that.
exactly.
I gave you the Catholic treatment. One for the
Exactly.
Father, one for the Son, one for the
That's it.
Holy Ghost. I
That's it.
never beat you for 5 to 10 minutes the way your
Exactly.
grandparents beat me. Now, did I deserve some of it? Yes.
Yes.
Did I deserve all of it?
No.
No. Okay. But when you know better, you do better.
Exactly.
Why? I'm not, look, I told my son from the time they was young, I don't negotiate with kids. My kids don't have any rights in my
Nope.
house.
Dictatorship.
If Okay, yeah, that's it. Exactly. This is a dictatorship. You know what I mean? This is not a democracy. All
Nope.
right. And what
And big house.
we and your mama say is it,
That's
that's exactly what it is. We
that's
don't have anything else to talk about. we don't have anything else to discuss. Because what parents will start to learn, and you know this phrase is,
Yeah.
kids will work against you. So they'll be like, mama said no, so they'll come ask dad.
Exactly.
And so I whoop his behind and be like, you don't do that because why? Your mother already said no. So
Exactly.
no is no. You don't sit here and go back behind her to ask me. I said, because now you're being
Exactly.
sneaky and you're being devious. And now you're learning how to try to manipulate. And I said, you don't understand. All that little stuff that you do, I
Exactly.
used to do as a child. I said, that's one of the
Exactly.
reasons why I called you George. Because when I see you, I see myself. All that
Exactly.
little look on your face, the moment you have that look on your face, I know what you did already. You see what I'm
Yep.
saying? And I said, there's nothing that you can do under the sun that I haven't tried, thought of, or did. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
So
Exactly.
there's no possible way, man. And the thing is, you have a lot of these parents that just buy their way through it and they don't understand that it takes work, it takes effort. It's not really about the money. Like I told my son, how
Exactly.
many movie stars you done seen killed themselves and they got millions of dollars?
Exactly. And then they want to know why they did it. Like, why he did it. He had everything going for himself. Everything was perfect. His life was so perfect. But it's not. The reality is not perfect.
Millions of dollars and they killed
Exactly.
themselves. Okay.
And think about brain dead. Yeah, you think about I want to do it every day. Like I tell you all the time, the generation, maybe they skip the generation, maybe the toughness part of it, the tough skin part. Because any other thing now you say, it blows everything. You literally gotta watch everything you say. And I don't know about you, George. When I grew up '80s, all these words now that illegal to say now, it was in every sitcom.
Right.
Every single sitcom had. Matter of fact, if you go back, you might see a couple of words say over 18,000 times by
Right.
the same star you see today.
Right.
And it was a low star day, so they're quiet because they know they said them back then. They don't want to go back there and look at the old tapes they made when they said all this stuff like the thing you go now. I can't say I ain't gonna say it because we only on TV. But
But here's my thing with that phrase. This culture is so fickle. Like when they asked Kevin Hart to apologize for something he said years ago for the
exactly
Oscars,
years ago.
I'm like, how many times you got to apologize and say you sorry? So I'm not doing an
Exactly.
apology just for you now. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's just crazy. This cancel culture and this culture of got you, it's through the
Exactly.
roof. It's definitely through the roof.
I mean, why you? My thing is, you gotta apologize. They go over stuff you did 20, 30 years ago. 9 out of 10, if you did that stuff, you probably did a lot of redemption anyway. You probably did a lot of charity work, a lot of stuff you could give back to try to rectify what you did back then. And then you
Right.
bring it up now and say, you know what? I want you to say it again. I didn't do it again. I was like 20
But
years ago. I'm like,
the
really?
thing about it is everybody forgets that they made mistakes too. And like I tell my son, I said, the problem is everybody feels like in this social media culture, they got to post everything. And I said,
Exactly.
that's the one thing that I don't understand. Look, I was not always a Holy Ghost saved, righteous
I want to hear it
Christian.
though. I
Okay.
want
I
to
was
hear
not. I did some dirt.
that.
All right. But let me tell you, when I did my dirt, I was smart enough to do my dirt by myself. Because when I did my
Exactly.
dirt by myself, nobody could go and tell the story on me. You see what I'm saying? Now
Exactly.
you got people recording stuff on social media. I mean, look, a lot of these people are getting caught because they was
Mhm.
recording them, storing them in the Capitol on social media like it was an event.
Exactly.
Like it
You're
was
like,
an event.
I'll do everything right. This is the
Okay.
right thing to do.
And think about it. That's all the FBI needed was like, oh, thank you. You made our job 500 times more easier.
Way easier. Exactly. Post on Facebook pages. Well, anyone right there, hello, FBI, how do you find me? You
Uh-huh.
just posted on the bottom of your page, I did capital. Yeah. Okay, you did capital. Now you go capital jail. Suck it up.
And the funny thing was, some of them that knew what they was doing and figured it out, they deleted it. And then what happened? They found out, oh, just
You
because
never
you
did
deleted, just because you deleted it from Facebook, Facebook didn't delete it.
it.
Okay.
Once it's in the cloud, it's always
It's
there.
in the
They
cloud.
tell
They
you.
have to work with the government after 9/11 that
Yep.
all that content is stayed
Exactly.
for almost eternity. Okay.
Exactly. You never go. Like you don't tell people. You can't delete anything. So if I say you don't want to delete it, don't do it.
Yep.
Why do people do bachelor parties the most? Bachelor party is the most least thing you done. You play it back old days. You laugh, you know what best party is? Babe, your friend right there. Ooh, I got you. Nigga, you ain't got me. You want me.
No. I ain't have no bachelor party, Fresh.
Exactly. That's a
I didn't
smart
have
thing.
any bachelor
Don't
party.
have them.
And the reason why I didn't have any bachelor party was because one, I was just like, all the dirt that I've ever done. When I do my dirt, I do my dirt by myself.
Exactly.
I'm not doing it. I'm not even doing it with my close friends. And why?
Nope.
Because if nobody knows, can't nobody talk about it. Okay.
Exactly.
I learned that as a teenager.
Exactly.
So I wasn't having no bachelor party. Okay. We all went out to dinner.
I wouldn't even have one.
And that was it. Okay. I didn't even want to have a bachelor party. Nope.
Now, what I would do, I'll take me a trip somewhere and go and relax somewhere. Yeah, that I would do. But all that, I had an old thing. When I grew up, George, we do this. We don't hang around things that do this unless you do this. You know what I'm talking about.
So, I know exactly what you're talking about. That's why I'm laughing.
We ain't believe in hanging around all that anyway. Like new generation, they would hang with all that, all this, and don't go home to their girlfriends. I mean, we be real about it. You got a girl at home, right? And if you watch movies, 9 or 10, you'll have fun. But what can you do with a bunch of guys? Let's be real about it. You get bored, what can you do? Talk about sports all day? It's only so much sports you can talk about in one day.
That's right.
And I don't know about you, most men I know ain't that gospel. Let you got what tendencies. Just say it. And we don't have one of them anyway. That's why I know he laugh. He don't talk about. Those are things run away from quick, fast, and hurry. My mama, my dad always told me, if somebody talks more gospel about you and he look like you run the opposite direction. Because that means he ain't gonna hold water.
That's right.
I would talk to a dog. The dog's a man's best friend.
That's right.
Every day with dirt and don't say nothing. It's
nah.
But they say if a dog can talk, woo, that boy you gotta pay him all real good.
I don't even deal with that, Kurt. Man, look, I come from a spot where I could barely feed myself. I can't feed no dog, man.
Oh, so you good then?
Yeah,
right. The dog, the rest you can eat with you all day.
Nah.
You gonna die with you there.
Nah. I'm the realest. That's how my kids was like, oh, can we get a puppy? I was like, no. Straight up, no. They'd be like, why? Because I remember what I feel like when it was broke. And if I couldn't feed myself, ain't no way I'm feeding no dog.
Exactly.
So, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no dog gonna be eating better than me. Not at all, son.
Hey,
not at all.
It's so funny. I have my dog, right? We were sitting at the table, he had dog food. This how I tell you, a dog got too much sense, right? So we had pork chop, we had everything. We gave him dog food. You could live milk or whatever the thing on. He did this. Looked at that. Looked at what you got up there. All right, brother. I got myself to go to the bathroom. When I came back, my plate was gone. He was down looking at everybody like this. What his tummy like?
Oh yeah.
Boy, look at him.
He ain't gonna feed me that.
Exactly. Yeah, he gotta never do this. He gonna push my boat over where I at. Toss him. You can have this. No.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. That's the two things, man. Two things that they tell you. Two things they tell you. Don't ever give a dog table food because he's not going to be able to get it out of his mouth.
Nope.
And the same thing with a newborn baby. The moment you give a newborn baby table food, he's not going to drink this. He's not going to drink the Similac anymore. It's over. Nope. And you're going to have to what? You have to what? You have to feed them. You have to blend that food in a blender in order to feed them because they are not going to eat that Similac and drink that milk. It's over. It's a wrap.
I try to wait as long as I can before that food came in, George. I wait as long. I stand as long as I can. They be like, "What? No, he get him milk. No, get him milk. Don't get him milk. You get him food." Oh, by the text, she went in class, so she went a little late. She texted me now. She said she was in class with Les Brown, so nice. Les Brown. So that's what she's doing now. I think he went a little late.
What time is she coming in?
She said it's coming in a few minutes because she said the class went a little late for her. So I just text her again to tell her when she ready to log on. I also sent a link so she will tap in the link to her phone. But she ain't going to be on the phone. But it's been a heck of a week this week, though, George. It's been a heck of a busy week this week, man. I think everything that could have went wrong kind of did this week. I mean, everything flipped upside down. Woo. Hey, we got this. No, I got it. No. I'm like, no, I ain't. No. I'm like, you have so many I got this. and then got this in the whole sentence I've ever seen in my life. George. I ain't gonna lie.
Crazy.
It's true.
My week hasn't really been that bad. I've just been busy. I've been doing a couple book interviews that are supposed to be coming out.
Nice.
My niece moved in with us because her grandmother passed away. So the
wow
that they was living in New York, it was rent controlled, and she had been living there for 60 years. I mean, she raised her mother.
You didn't grandfather over?
No,
you didn't grandfather over?
Grandfathered over because the grandmother didn't add them to the lease.
Yeah, to the lease. Oh my god! Oh my god! So landlord probably was happy. That nigga probably did a couple of backflips out of the yin yang.
That's over, it's a wrap.
Dang, man, that's messed up. I don't know about that. I thought it was a joke when I first heard about it, George. That people actually leasing their apartments over to their family members. I said, no, you gotta be kidding. You can't do that. I'm like, yeah, if you know how expensive rent is over there, you at least it's part of your family. The apartment is part of your family values and estates. You can actually pass it on to generation and stay the same rents throughout the whole time. I'm like, wow. She went paying some really low rent.
Yeah, man, it's crazy.
60 years? Man, her apartment don't even exist anymore. Everybody probably was happy. The landlord probably have there and said, you know what? I'm glad I finally got it before I died.
Oh no, that landlord is dead and gone, brother. Dead and gone.
Oh, man. She point exactly. She outlived the landlord with the rent, so she good.
It's crazy. So I'm saying that to say, she's moved with us now for a couple of months to get herself together, which is good.
Nice.
Because them girls had a hard life. So
that's good, man. At least you're showing the other side. So the other side of life, so they have a taste of it. So when they go out back in the world, they know what to look for, not to settle for less. You know what I'm saying? And especially girls. I mean, be honest, truthfully, I think girls should learn that method way at a time. Maybe reduce the finding the sleaze bags. I call them the one that ain't gonna do shit. The women work all day long. The man stay home. I ain't never heard that in my life.
Right.
I ain't never grew up in my life, George. So I'm sitting home and my wife going out working. What the heck? Are you crazy? I'm sitting home. Then we both go out working. We both go, yeah. But just one of us, and then you say, I'm a man. Oh, come on now. That made no sense. I don't know how they even do that like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
I see this one like this.
Who, me?
Yeah, they did one moment.
I got a little notice, man. My internet is fuzzy a little bit, man. It's crazy.
Oh, mine too. Don't feel bad, mine gave a couple of one dots on something right there. Oh God, the one dot. I'm doing this. He don't do it.
Too funny.
Oh boy, it's different with 3 people here. That didn't you think with only one person here, it'd be like this. What are we talking about now? I done ran out of stuff to talk about. Holy shit.
Too funny.
Right? I mean, no worry. I'll tell you. That's why I say me doing a show by myself be more like I'm gonna cancel myself. How they cancel myself on the show? Like, wait, you are the person. Oh, snap.
You run out of stuff to talk about. You know what I mean? Unless you just doing it. But it's definitely all good, man.
You be definitely a one-show wonder. Wow, I said everything I need to say. I mean, what else I need to say?
Right. Too funny.
Oh, man. That's true. Oh no, let me see what happened here. Let me double check with her right quick. Cause she's on Central Time too, so she should be coming. She's still coming out now. I know it's a time a little differential between the running time and the actual time. So showtime for some reason. Well, we give her more time a little bit, come in and see what happens.
Right.
Oh man, but George though, you see it? I heard a crazy woman. I'm sure she heard the same what I heard.
What?
Right. I heard Mike Tyson gonna fight again, right?
Right.
But did you hear who he fighting?
Who, Holyfield?
I wanted to be Holyfield, but it's rumored and no confirmation. Don't quote me. Don't vote me on none of this. Don't remember. It said Michael White Lee gonna fight him. Come on now.
John
boxing,
White.
Yeah, come on. Boxing, I think Tyson take him. If don't do no kicks, no punches, I think Tyson might have that one. But now you go mixed martial arts. I love Tyson. but he on his back.
Look, I definitely agree with you. The thing was something on the internet where they had some words.
Oh, yeah.
Um, yeah, because don't forget Michael Jai White played Tyson in the HBO movie. So
Exactly.
something happened a year later. It might have been something recently where they had some words, and Tyson and him, and so
Yeah.
this might just come up as a dispute to find out exactly what's what. But
But that's crazy though. Hey, my thing is, legends shouldn't fight legends. I look at it, especially when one is still younger than you is, and especially when you got to choose what technique you're gonna fight with, because this man has a lot of techniques. I don't know about you, but he's a master of a lot of techniques, and you kind of hard to choose one he don't know. I'm just saying.
right,
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Oh, you could kill. Eeny, miny, mo. Nah, I ain't doing that one either. No, that one either. We go boxing. But then who say he's where he trains? Who say he won't be ready?
right,
You know what I'm saying? Cause this man train like a beast. If you see the man train, this man train like a beast.
right.
I think he's the only person train more than you, George. The only person I would say train a little more than you. Put it that way. And you train all day, every day. So you know it's why you something wrong with that picture. You already know that. I'm like, then it was so funny because they asked, now go back to the other part was right. Now, you know that Mayweather supposed to fight one of the Paul brothers, right?
Yeah.
Now, then Mayweather said, you know what? If the other one can actually win an actually decent fight, I'll fight him too. So now, I don't know about everybody else, but I'm thinking this way. If he actually get in a ring with Mayweather, Nate Robinson gonna get a revenge. He gonna get redemption. That's all I'm gonna say. Nate might get a redemption. Nate need to be sitting on the side of the ring and clap because he might get some redemption in that picture.
Not really, because he's bigger. He's bigger. Mayweather may take the fight, but he's a bigger fighter. And you have to understand that Mayweather never really fought bigger fighters. Okay.
Yeah.
Paul Williams wanted to fight Mayweather. Mayweather didn't want to fight Paul Williams until, Paul Williams got knocked out by Sergio Martinez. And then he got into his car accident and he was done. I mean, his motorcycle accident and he was done. You know what I'm saying? So there were other fighters. Margarito wanted to fight Mayweather. Mayweather didn't want to fight Margarito because Margarito was the bigger fighter. So Mayweather doesn't fare well against big fighters. But Mayweather only really shows up. Mayweather only really shows up when you ever notice when he needs to get some cash. So when he retired, he went ahead and he fought that Japanese guy during New Year's just to knock him out, get some cash. You know what I mean? Came back, fought this other dude, just to get some cash. So
hustle.
It's all good.
But my thing is, I call it fight hustle. If you think about it, because you only hit big fights, they don't really count for nothing. But you still get, even they do, man, to knock you out, it don't mean nothing. But bragging rights, they can't get a title behind it. They can't get there. And I'm telling you right here, I think the only fight that gave him a real run was Canelo.
Right.
He fought Canelo. Because if you look to Canelo fight like Tyson, I'm calling he like Canelo like a white Tyson. He like white. Have you ever seen him fight? He's same similarities in skill. He will pound the living daylight out you. They hit one guy, you would think he knocked him out with a punch to the head. He hit him in the gut. Right. He hit one good punch in the gut. The man went down like somebody, like he had cramps. I'm just saying, So I mean, he had been tested. I mean, don't get wrong, he had been better tested a lot, So my thing is, who had Jake Paul really fought? Besides, besides a couple of YouTube stars who in the same category who want the same stardom,
Right.
I mean, it'd be real about it. And it was a big pity. Like he wanted to fight Conor McGregor. Say Conor McGregor lost. He tried to make a joke. I don't care what nobody say. You can joke about it, but you can't beat Conor McGregor. I mean, they real about it.
Oh, look, no doubt about it, because the boxing skill part of it is the same. They both, if you look at it, they both have the same thing. Conor McGregor is a boxer for MMA. Conor McGregor is not a real boxer. Exactly. That's why Floyd not just a straight boxer. That's why Floyd Mayweather took him to the later rounds, and then he exposed him because he doesn't. I don't care what anybody says. If you're a boxer, you got to have that boxing conditioning all the time. Yes, as MMA fighters, you practice boxing striking skills, but you practice boxing striking skills for mixed martial arts. You don't practice boxing striking skills for boxing.
Exactly.
Because a boxer's shoulders will not get tired because this is how he starts boxing. A mixed martial artist would raise his hands, drop his hands, do this, look for the grab when he gets fatigued, tired, and it's just a different sport.
Exactly.
You can't.
If you notice, he did the same thing. If you notice the fight when McGregor was fighting Mayweather, he did a lot. He grabbed him. He almost like he about to do a little, what to him because you had to think about it. This is boxing. It's not for me. He was trying to take me either 2 or 3 times. He almost tried to take Mayweather to the ground, and Mayweather like, hey, ref, you don't see this? Because he got caught almost throwing elbow.
Yeah.
Close, but didn't quite get it there, so they ain't penalizing for it. But now you're saying this to a guy who he trains, the guy who wants to be a boxer, he wants to be the best boxer, but he used his stardom that he made as a YouTuber to try to get bigger fights or to get better paydays. You see what I'm saying? But you gotta be careful how you look for something. You sometime may find it.
Right.
You call the work out. Now, I mean, they read about it. They can't even beat Mike Tyson right now. And he toward half the age.
Right.
Even Roy Jones, he lost to Tyson, but they probably can't beat Roy Jones. Because they always saying, older the boxer is, does not mean he loses skills. You see what I'm saying? So my thing is like, hey, we gotta see what it is. I tell him, Jake Paul, stop looking for stuff. That's all I'm looking for. Just stop looking for it. Just stop looking for it. Just stay in your lane. I mean, you're good at YouTubing. You're good at creating content. That's your thing. Like say what Nate Robinson, stay in your lane about boxing. Same way this whole thing.
You notice Nate ain't had nothing to say after that. He just kind of just.
Man, look, Nate's smart.
Disappeared a little bit, and he was this, that, and the third.
Exactly.
That particular knockout was literally on the whole entire world. So now your man just have to sit here and recover.
And watch memes all day long. Because there's a lot of memes out there.
Oh, yeah.
If I tell you now, even me, I ain't gonna tell you a story. Now, when I get a ring, you gotta be a lot of cash, and I gotta do a lot of training once a year. Please give me a year. And see, George, you good. You probably go any day of the week. You probably go tomorrow if you want to. You probably go tomorrow.
I gotta learn that trick, ghost phantom punch, where you snap your neck and then you fall. That's what I gotta learn.
See that I got that down pat. See that I dodge all day. I'm dodge all day now. But see, I'm on a power hitter. I look for that hit. Okay. Now if I go to jiu-jitsu, then you in trouble. Right. You in trouble. I'm bringing on it. Remember, I tell everybody, here's where science play a wonderful part. My size and you're a smaller man than me. Who's gonna win that battle if I slam you on the ground? Don't beat me. I just a couple times. I may not beat you, but I'm gonna drain every bounce of energy out you every time you hit that mat.
Absolutely.
Every time that mat. So now I used to be weak, but guess who's strong now? So now I get to get it. Now, come on, let's go. Now we can go. Right. First 3 rounds, we ain't going like that hard. No, Joe, we ain't going that hard first 3 rounds. We're going to play along a little bit on that. We're going to play along a little bit. Then you're going to come back in there. See, you, Joe, you got first 3 rounds down pat. You got first 3 rounds down pat. You beat them first 3 rounds.
Oh, man, look. They talk about the bike. I created the bike, son. Get on your bike and just keep moving. So definitely all good.
Exactly.
So listen, fans, we're going to give it another minute and a half, and then we're going to call the show just simply because we realize that she's busy. Sometimes this happens, and we do apologize.
Yeah.
Especially twice in a week. However, look, this is podcasting. I hope we had some great conversations with Frazier and myself. We definitely keep it moving and going. We'll definitely schedule these 2 interviews. Feels bad that it didn't turn out the way that they were supposed to, but like I said, look, they happen. So it's definitely all good.
Life happens. He was there. Life happens unexpectedly. So, hey, good thing we good talkers.
Look, it's definitely all good. Hey, this was George.
Hey, this is Frazier.
That was Real Talk with George and Frazier. Peace.
Peace.